Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Replay Icewind Dale, the Enhanced Edition. And when last we left off, we have made it to Kaldahar. Kaldahar is a big map, and it is our hub for most of the game. There will be all kinds of stores here, and it'll be where we'll constantly be heading back after each major quest, because Arundel, very important character. The threat that is facing Kaldahar, also very dire. We don't know what that threat is exactly yet, but we'll find out soon enough when we speak with Arundel. For now, we're going to explore and see what there is to see. This is where Arundel is, very close to where you emerge into Kaldahar, giving you a good chance that you'll just stumble across talking to him. Also, notice that there is snow here. Maybe the warmth of this tree is not as strong as we would like it to be. Right, over here we have Ernst the Potter. There is a statue. The inscription upon this stone statue reads, "In memory of the Archdruid Tolban, founder of Kaldahar." Nice. Nice little statue. Nice little fountain. We have here a house. Suppose we'll go in, have a look. Hello.
My Tempers. The vision speaks true. You are the heroes from my dreams.
I think this might be the way you get into the Heart of Winter expansion. Do I know you?
Our paths have not crossed until this day. I am Yoldair, son to Refric, elder and shaman to the tribe of the Bear.
What's a tribesman doing here in Kaldahar?
The vision is why I have come to this place. Tempas has guided me to you.
Well, you found us. Now Tempest can guide you elsewhere.
Wait,
Farewell.
I beg you. I have risked much to find you. I am certain the vision spoke true. Only you can help my people.
Maybe some other time. Farewell.
Not a
We'll
problem.
be back for
Easy
you.
as goblin
Probably a
coffee.
long time in the future. We are not talking to you. Run! The Vale's filled with Yetis! Tried to outrun them, but two of them still chasing me! Run! Get help! Oh boy, Yetis! This is not good.
What is it? Yes.
You gonna... There they are! Alright, we do need to get
Ready.
these Yetis here. Let's start shooting them. So, there is combat here. If you explore around here, you will trigger it.
I'm here.
Fortunately, these Yetis are not great at pathfinding.
I'm here.
They do hit hard, though. Not
Yes.
too hard,
right.
but they do have a nasty punch. We do want those Yeti pelts. Yeti pelts sell for quite a bit. Okay, killed them. Now we can have a conversation with you about what's going on. Thanks. I thought the time to join my ancestors had finally come. Last time I ever stepped foot anywhere near the Vale, that's for certain. There's all sorts of strange creatures roaming around there now. Vale? The Vale of Shadows. My brother Silas and I made a pilgrimage there to pay our respects to our family crypt, like we do every year, but this time, I don't know. The Vale seems different. Cursed somehow. The shadows have come alive, and there's Yetis roaming the parts, attacking travellers. Your brother? Where is he? Silas didn't make it. The largest Yeti I've ever seen tore out of the snow and took a piece out of him with its claws. He fell, dead as stone, blood everywhere. There was nothing I could do. He was carrying our family heirloom, but it's lost to us now. I could try and recover that heirloom for you. Can you tell me how to get to the Vale? We were taking the main path, but considering how many beasts were in the Vale, Arundel may know a safer path you can take. He wanders the mountains quite a bit, and knows of more hidden trails than there are branches of the Great Oak. His home is southwest of the Great Tree. It's a two-story house made out of stone. Arundel? I'll see him before I go then. Thank you. Now that Silas is gone, that heirloom is all I have left to remember my family by. I would appreciate its safe return. Also, if you come across any more Yetis, you might want to collect their pelts once you've done away with the beasts. Condon, the blacksmith here in town, buys the pelts for a fair price. Auric may be able to make something out of those pelts too. Farewell. Auric, eh? So, we need to find some people. There's Girth, there's Ernst, and we have some pelts. You have space for a pelt? Do you have space for a... You have space, but not carry capacity. You have carry capacity, though,
Yes.
for a pelt. So you just grab that pelt, and we will keep looking around for people. Here is Brother Ferg and the Temple of Ilmata. Greetings, weary traveller. Are you in need of aid? Yes, I'm a stranger in town. Perhaps you could tell me what services I may find here. Of course. What services do you seek? I'm in need of a healer. Then the blessings of the broken god are upon you, for you stand before the house of the Bleeding Rose. This is a place dedicated to the worship of the Lord of the Rack, Ilmata. All who are in need of succor are welcome here. Please, step inside, and the revered Sister Kaliana shall ease your suffering, friend. Why, thanks. Can you tell me what other services I might find? Like a place to rest. What travellers we get in this town can find lodgings at the Evening Shade. It is a modest inn nestled within the trunk of the great oak. It used to be run by a man named Eden, but I understand it's come under new ownership. I have not yet met the new owner, however, but I have heard he is a halfling gentleman from the south. We also can find out about a drink. My friend, those that embrace the broken god needn't seek comfort at the bottom of a mug. However, those that wish to indulge in spirits are oft found at the Root Cellar, a small tavern directly to the west of here. We could be rude. He would be rude. Spare me your dreary philosophies, priest. I'd say you and the rest of your horsehair shirt-wearing, self-flagellating brethren could use a stiff drink or two, or three. As a servant of Ilmata, it is my lot to suffer the indignities and persecutions of others. Your intolerance serves only to strengthen my faith. For that, I thank you. Farewell.
Is that all?
Let's actually ask about weapons and equipment. What weapons we have in Kaldahar are forged by Conlon the blacksmith. His smithy can be found on the northern edge of town. As for general supplies, our local amateur scholar, Girth, has a shop across town, near the Western Bridge. So now we know the location of pretty much everywhere we want to go. We want to head north here to go and find the blacksmith. The blacksmith is going to be the one that has a lot of very neat stuff that we can't afford, because we are not rich. By any stretch of the imagination, we are not rich. Also, there are quite a few places here. We have the Root Cellar, and if we go in here, there is a bookshelf. It contains a potion. I mean, I will gladly exchange a potion for a dagger. Don't know what the potion does, but I'll take it. Over here, we have... Ah! You, townsperson. Greetings. Let's have a conversation. Stop right there. Don't take another step closer. Who are you? How did you get through the pass? I mean no harm. What's wrong? We've had some troubles of late, and now we've got strangers in town that shouldn't have been able to make it through the pass. Care to explain how you got here? We were part of an expedition from East Haven, but not all of us made it. My sympathies for your fallen comrades. What happened? The pass is snowed in, and to make things worse, there's a horde of creatures in the pass. Mostly goblins and orcs. I doubt any caravans will be through for quite some time. That is grim news indeed. I fear things in Kaldahar are not much better. You may wish you'd stayed in East Haven. Tell me about Kaldahar. What did you want to know about Kaldahar? Or did you want to know what's been going on around Kaldahar? Around Kaldahar? Do you mean the weather? The winter's been a season of evil here in Kaldahar. People vanishing, sudden storms, monsters sighted in the pass. It's all going to get a lot worse before the year is done, mark my words. Oh dear. Ask around for the other townsfolk. They might know something I don't, and you'll never know what bit of information they got in their heads. They might randomly cough up when asked. We'll take our leave. Farewell.
Ready. Not a
We
problem.
still have not found the blacksmith.
Easy as goblin
Blacksmith
pie.
might be up here? I thought the blacksmith was there. We're going to go to the blacksmith before we go to the Root Cellar. Root Cellar is definitely going to be a place of conversation, but we do need to clear out our inventory of the random stuff that we have. Ah, this looks more like it. This looks more like a place that a blacksmith's would be. And the blacksmith's is here. Perfect. Here we go. Also, thing here. That is the Evening Shade. That is the tavern. Okay, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're going to have
I am here.
You talk.
No small task.
If Fiona will get out the way. Please get out the way.
Very well.
Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? Greetings. My name is Rodella Jones. You must be Conlon, the local blacksmith. I am Conlon. If you're needing a sharp blade or stout mace, I'm the man to see. Best take advantage while I'm still here. While you're still here? Are you going somewhere? I suppose so. With all the skullduggery that's been going on around here, I imagine I'll not be around much longer. So you're planning on leaving town? Ah, I wish that were possible. The southern pass has long since been snowed in by this damnable weather we've been having lately. Now I hear tell that even the northern route to the 10 towns has been blocked by an avalanche. Mark my words, none of us will last through this winter. We're all done for. I've no intention of dying here. Why is it that you're so ready to lie in your own grave? Not much for me to live for, really. My Mary passed a few years ago from the fever, and now my son's gone missing. Snatched up out of his bed in the middle of the night, right out from under my nose. He was just a boy. I'm sorry, Conlon. Any idea who or what took him? If I knew that, do you think I'd be standing around here pounding at metal? He just vanished, I tell you. Gone without a trace. Even old Arundel couldn't find a trail, and he's got a nose for such things. I imagine whatever took him will come back for me next. I can't say it'll be unwelcome. You have my sympathy, Conlon. Perhaps you can show me what blades you have so I might arm myself against the likes of the rogues that abducted your son. Okay, things to sell. First off, sell all of this. I mean, we're only getting one for it, but it's still money. We have things here. We could also open up the gem bag and, sell things there. Some people would wonder why I went to all this effort for a trifling amount of coin. The answer is, it's coin. 50 gold there. 45 for the next one. We'll be getting more Yeti pelts, don't worry. There are a lot more Yeti pelts where that came from. A lot more. Okay, let's do this. Yep, sell all that. And sell all these. Get 6 for the short bows. Not terrible. And you. We do need to find someone who will sell us scrolls. Scrolls will be good because we don't have an identifier scroll yet for our bard. We also have these arrows. Can't do much with them. Right. Something we need to buy now is some studded leather. It is one worse than what the rogue currently has, but we are now going to be reaching the point where being able to open locks and find traps is important. So, it's time to buy this for you. That is the... Also, we're going to sell those. Should have really said sell all of them, but this is the first thing we're going to buy, is some studded leather armor for you. There's also plate mail. We could buy plate for our fighter. It's 900. It's not cheap. There are also down here, if memory serves, there's a short bow +1 that we could buy. There is a composite longbow +1. That is a good thing to have. Katana, short sword, plate mail, helm of the trusted defender, armor class +3, immunity to sleep and fatigue, protects against critical hits. That's a good one. There's Faith Killer, Giant Killer, the Spear of Ash White. Giant Killer is really good against giants. Ash White, it deals an additional piercing damage for the barbs, 5% chance. It's +3 weapon. The Giving Star, 10% chance for all hits to cast Cure Light Wounds on the user and give +1 strength for 5 rounds. Pretty good. There is a longsword here with Law +20. That's fantastic. This is a longsword that is just +3. Troll Slayer. But there are so many. Note that a lot of these items are really expensive. There's also an ammo belt here. This shoulder belt is ideally suited for holding slings, bullets, darts, arrows, or bolts. Yeah, we're buying that. We're also buying this gem bag. That is something we definitely want to purchase because very useful. So, swap that round. You have one less armor class, but you also have all of your ability to sneak. We'll sell this for 1. There is a temptation to buy some plate mail for for Magdus and Kor. But right now, I think we're okay with what we have. This is only like one worse, I think. Double check that. It's
very
only one
well.
worse. Yes, it's only one worse. We don't want to
I'm here.
spend all of our money just now. But there's a lot that you can buy there.
Not a
There's a
problem.
lot that you can buy there. Right. We're probably going to spend a long time exploring Kaldahar. It's worth it, though, to get everything explored first time. Ooh, random people just having a chat. Might want to check them out at some point. First, we'll go to the temple. They might give me some quests to do. Hello, here's Brother Gus. Welcome, friend. I am Brother Gus, faithful servant of Ilmata. Be at peace, for you are in the care of the one who endures. Has anyone ever told you look a lot like Brother Ferg, the priest outside? Yes, on numerous occasions. It's not really much of a coincidence, considering we are twins. Really? I just figured all the you priests of Ilmata looked alike. Yes, well, is there any way I can be of assistance to you? Greeting. I'm in need of a healer. I was told to speak with a Sister Kaliana. Of course, revered Sister Kaliana is at prayer upon the altar. She is more than capable of tending to your wounds. She can offer you what few curatives we have left in our humble temple. What few curatives you have left? You don't tell me you're running out. I'm afraid so. The good people of Kaldahar have suffered greatly of late. In sharing their burdens, we have nearly exhausted our supply of potions and antidotes, though I hear tell that one might find such items elsewhere in town. Really? Where? The gnome, Oswald Fiddlebender, is known to dabble in alchemy. He lives in that contraption on the ridge above this temple. It is also rumoured that Auric the Mage possesses certain arcane items. He's a bit of a recluse, though. He lives in a small tower on the far side of town to the west. Ooh, gotta go talk to him. Thanks for your information. Farewell.
I'm here. Not a problem.
Hello, head of the church. We're gonna have
Yes,
the druid
yes.
talk to you. Greetings, friend. You're welcome in the House of the Bleeding Rose. May the healing hands of Ilmata lift your burdens and set your tortured soul at ease. Sister Kaliana, I presume? I was told you could provide the services of a healer. You have been informed correctly. As acting head of this temple, it is my privilege to bestow whatever aid I can upon those in need. No small task, I might add, what with all the troubles that plague this town of late. Acting head of this temple? Who's normally in charge? Up until a few weeks ago, revered Mother Eugenia presided over this house. Alas, she, like many others in town, has gone missing and is presumed dead. Being the next highest-ranking member of the clergy, I have assumed the duties of the head of this temple until either she or Reverend Brother Poquelin returns. Reverend Brother Poquelin? Who's he? Reverend Brother Poquelin is a visiting senior priest of Ilmata. He passed through Kaldahar several days ago on a pilgrimage to the monastery of the Weeping Lilac in Bryn Shander. He travelled quite a ways, all the way from Cormyr, I believe, is what he said. He must be from those distant regions, for he bore a holy symbol of Ilmata that was unfamiliar to me. In any case, he promised to return with aid once he reached Bryn Shander. I hope he is all right. Fascinating. How about that healing? You have very little. Note there is only one of some of these things, but also there is a potion bag. We are buying the potion bag. Everything else, yeah, we're going to leave you with everything else. We can also have you identify things. We're hopefully going to get a scroll of that pretty soon. From the person who is,
Watch me
above.
go.
If we go here, we might find the strange contraption and Oswald Fiddlebender. There's a lot of ground to cover in Kuldahar. Big place. I wonder, bigger or smaller than Beragost? Maybe roughly the same size. Yep, that's a flying ship. Also cows. Brr. Where is Oswald?
Right then.
Oswald is right there. Hello.
You have need
How you
me?
doing? Also, I'm going to save before talking to Oswald, because I haven't really saved at all for this one. Hello.
I see.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. What can I do for you? Are you the one they call Fiddlebender? Of course, introductions. How rude of me. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in my work. The name's Oswald. Oswald Fiddlebender. What is this place? Why, this ship is my home. At least it has been since I crashed here over a year ago. I know. She's not much to look at, but someday I'll have her back in one piece and in the air once more. In the air? You mean this contraption can actually fly? Of course it can, or at least it could once. You should have seen it. It was amazing. It was like sailing on a sea of clouds. She is my greatest invention, you know. A flying boat, eh? That is truly amazing. I'm glad you think so. I call it an airship. Isn't it wonderful? Airship. As in, it is a ship that floats in the air. Get it? It's really quite clever when you think about it. Yes, clever. Why would you build such a strange device? The passes through the spine of the world are fraught with many dangers. The caravans that travel between the Southlands and pretend towns must brave not only the treacherous terrain, but all the nasty creatures that inhabit it as well. I simply sought to find an alternative route through the mountains, or in this case, over them. So how did you end up in Kaldahar? Yes, well, that's a rather embarrassing story. You see, when I attempted the crossing on the airship's maiden voyage, I was the only one aboard. I had a bit of trouble convincing anyone back in Bryn Shander to crew with me. Go on, I'm listening. Anyhow, I managed to get the ship airborne and was making excellent progress over the mountains. It was a really magnificent view, the billowing clouds, the snow-capped peaks that shimmered like diamonds in the sunlight. I guess I was so enamored by the beauty of it all I didn't notice that outcropping of rock until it was too late. You hit the mountain? What happened next? Well, the collision ripped the bottom of the ship wide open. The steering mechanism was badly damaged. The ship began to lose altitude. I tried desperately to keep it aloft, but down we came, falling from the sky like a stone. It was by sheer luck that I crashed here in the town of Kaldahar. Lucky indeed. Tell me, what do you do here? I'm an inventor of sorts. I make things. Things that are meant to improve the lives of others, like this ship. For instance, I also dabble in alchemy. Would you care to sample some of the potions I've concocted? What potions do you have? I have all kinds. Currently, I'm working on a special brew for the farmers of Kaldahar, something that will help protect their livestock from the bitter cold front that seems to have settled upon the valley. Several farmers are kind enough to donate some of their cows to serve as test subjects for the experiments. You're feeding experimental potions to cows? Don't you think that's kind of cruel? Nonsense! I would never hurt these animals. In fact, I've come to think of them as my friends. Besides, without my help, they would all freeze to death. I see. Do you have any potions I might find useful? Most certainly. I'd be more than happy to supply you with whatever potions you might need. At a fair price, of course. Well, let's see what you have. Aha! Potions! Potion bag. Yeah, I'm buying potion bags all the time. Flaming oil, mummy's tea, mirrored eyes, infravision, potions of speed. Ooh. Invisibility, heroism, potions of healing, antidotes. All of these are good. Don't want any of them right now, though. Don't want any of them right now at all. And so, when we come back, folks, there are places for us still to explore. We need to go to the Evening Shade and the Root Cellar, explore down here, look around here because we need to find the Wizard's Tower. We need to find the Wizard's Tower so that we can get some spells for Redella.
Yes.
And once we've done all that, we will go and indeed. Once we've done that, we will then go to Arundel and get our But Thou Must plot. For Chapter 1 has us going about into dangerous places and fighting dangerous foes. Yes, cow. Moo indeed. Dangerous. Peril. So much peril. If you are guessing that we're going to go into the Valley of Shadows and fight horrible undead things and yetis, you're absolutely right. Are we ready for that? Cow seems to think so, and I hope we are. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. You took the words right out of my mouth, cow. Later.